Hi, it's Indira from yogawithindira.co.uk. So today I wanted to look at forward bends. So often when I'm teaching classes, I do almost cringe a bit when I see the way that some people come into forward bends, because they don't maybe necessarily realise that they're putting a hell of a lot of strain on their lower back. I think there's this misperception that yoga is all about becoming as bendy as you possibly can. Yes, practicing yoga will make you more flexible, but that is not the point of it. It's a side benefit, if you like. And also, just because you can do something, it doesn't necessarily mean you should. Okay, so what I often see a lot of in my classes is you ask people to come into a forward bend, they take their arms up and then they grab hold of their feet and pull themselves down, rounding their back, and they're putting a lot of strain on the discs in their lower back. So I would recommend that when you do a forward bend, you try to come down with a straight back. So that might mean that you don't come down as low as you would like to, but it's better to do it safely. So one way that you can come down into a forward bend, so we'll do a variation of Janu Shirasana. Okay, so that's with one foot touching the inside of the opposite thigh, and then instead of just holding onto your foot and pulling yourself down, you can just bend the knees slightly, inhale, take the arms up, and then you bring your pelvis into a forward tilt, and then maybe you can bring your hands underneath the foot, forehead to the knee. If you can't get your hands underneath the foot, just place your hands wherever you can. Maybe your forehead isn't going to reach the knee, that's fine. You can bend your knee as much as you need to. And then if you feel like you want to deepen the stretch, instead of forcing or pulling yourself down, just using the breath. So each time you breathe out, you're just relaxing into it a little bit more. So what's good about this forward bend is that your pelvis is in a forward tilt, so your lower back is protected. And then you inhale and come up, and then you can swap over and do it on the other side. And come up. And then bring the arms down. Okay, so if you're going to do a forward bend with both the legs out in front of you, again, you can have the knees slightly bent. You could take your arms up, hold onto the big toe, and then you're bringing your tummy towards your thighs and you're lifting up out of your waist, moving your sternum, that's the bony bit in your chest, up and away from your tailbone. So you can see that the back is nice and straight, it's not rounded. Okay, so I'll be honest with you here, if you're a busty lady, this could be difficult for you. I'm not, so it's not a problem for me, okay? So if you have got a bust that's in the way and bending the knees is not happening, what you can do is get a belt. You don't need a yoga belt, you could have like a dressing gown belt and then just bring it around the feet, and then as you come down, imagine you're holding onto your belt, lifting up out of the waist, and then hinging from the hips, maintaining the upright position of the back as you come down.